So today I wanted to make this video explaining the products that I use on my face. The last video I did was mainly just focusing on the eyeshadow look, and I didn't really get into full details on what I used for my face. So today is just going to be a quick video explaining the products that I use on a daily basis. So I have my eyebrows and my eyeshadow done right now, so I'm going to go in with my moisturizer. To moisturize my face, I do have dry skin. I use this Believe Moisturizing Balm. I believe it retails for about $42 at Sephora, and it was recommended to me by a Sephora worker, and as you can see, it's almost out, and I really like this one. Not only do I use it for when I'm about to apply my makeup, I also use it throughout the day, even on the days that I don't use makeup, or especially when I get out the shower. That's when my skin feels the most dry. So like I said, I use it for everything, and I just apply it all over my face. I'm breaking out right now because it's my time of month, and usually that's when I get a lot of breakouts. I have this really big one on my cheek, and I just want to say that for my breakouts I use this Essentials Anti-Acne Gel treatment, and it really helps. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's drying up already. I put this last night and I just leave it on overnight, and when in the morning when I wake up, like, my pimples are usually like dried up or drying up. So I've been using that, and I feel like it helps. I believe it retails for about $20 or $22 on Amway.com. So I get it online. Now that I'm moisturized, I'm gonna be priming, and for my primer, I mentioned this one in my last video. It is the No Pore Problems by Touching Soul. And I just apply my primer on the areas that I feel like my pores are more visible, so like my nose, my chin, around my mouth, and I just bring it up towards my forehead right now since I have little acne right there. I'm looking at my mirror, but that's that, and I'm trying to see if I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, no, I think we're good. We're good to move on to the face. So I'm going in with this beauty blender. It's already wet, and I'm going to be using my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation in this shade Stromboli. This was a really good foundation for dry skin. And I like a very full coverage look, so I apply a good amount and just dab everything, blend everything. Now that my foundation is all blended out, I'm going to be going in with this Tarte Creaseless Concealer. And this is in the shade Tan Sand. And I'm just going to be concealing under my eyes. My nose bridge, and here on my forehead. I like a bright under eye, so I'm gonna be just applying a little bit more. just blend everything out. So now that my foundation is all blended out, I'm going to be using this under eye corrector from Tarte, and I just like to dip my beauty brush in there and kind of just pick some of that corrector and put it under my eyes. So just get some with the blender, and then I just dab it under my eye. Like I said, I really like a bright under eye, so this does its job. And also with my, sometimes like for my liner, when I do wing liner and it gets messed up, I use this, and this really helps with correcting the liner. So that's that. Now I'm gonna be using my Pretty Vulgar powder, the translucent setting powder, and I kind of don't want my face to be matte. Today I want like a dewy look, so I'm not gonna be baking. What I'm gonna be doing is basically just setting my foundation. So I'm just gonna be putting the powder where my bronzer is gonna be. So just like tapping. Like I said, I don't want it to dry my face out, because when I do bake, I noticed that my face gets really dry. Like, this foundation is not a matte foundation. It's supposed to be kind of dewy, and with powder, I feel like it just gets it really dry. So I'm just gonna be setting my face, not baking. And that's it. I'm not applying much powder. Now I'm gonna do my bronzing. So for that, I use my Morphe R13 brush and my Pretty Vulgar bronzer. And I think I explained this before, I like to just go up and down, not like circular motions. But first I just apply it. Right there. Around my forehead. I like to make sure that the bronzer on the side of my cheek connects to my forehead. On my forehead, I do circular motions. Just like try to bring it more to the top. And then on my cheeks, I just go up and down. So now that my bronzer is all blended out, I'm gonna be contouring my nose, and since this bronzer is very pigmented, I'm able to contour my nose by just using this. And I'm just gonna be using my Luxie 213T brush to do my nose, and just pick up up some powder, not a lot. I just do a line straight down on both sides. And that's it. Then I just blend it out. Sometimes if I see that I have a lot of product on my brush, I just bring it to the tip of my nose and then just blend. Just up and down. So that's that. Then I like to just add a little bit of powder once I'm done doing that, just to the sides. I feel like you can see the contrast more by doing that, and then a little bit, and I just brush that out. I just brush that off. So now I'm going to be getting that same blending brush, well, I use it for a powder, and I'm just going to cut here, cut my cheek. I do let this bake because this is towards the bottom of my face. I don't really get bright dry there, and I like it to bake good so when I clean it up you can see where my bronzer is. So now I'm going to be going in with some blush. I'm going to be using my Note blush in the shade Desert Rose, and I'm just going to be picking up this fluffy brush that I got at Target from the Sona Kashuk brand. I hope I pronounced that right. And since this one is really pigmented, I just tap it like 3 times and then I just deposit on my cheek. And I really don't put much, I just put on top of my cheekbone. So that's it for that. And let me see what else I'm missing on my face. I want to say that's it, just my highlight. But my highlight, I do that once my face is set with my setting spray. So let's just take this off. So now that my face is set, I went ahead and applied my bottom mascara and put on my lipstick. For some reason my lipstick looks very dark on camera than it does in person. But anyways, the next step is to just highlight. I'm going to be using my Becca highlight in the shade Moonstone, and I'm just going to be getting this round brush from Real Techniques. Looks like. Just be highlighting my cheeks. grab some and put it on my nose. And that's it. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to show the products that I use on a daily. Every product that I mentioned is my essential, my go-to whenever I need to just head out and do my makeup in the car. Like, these are the products that I grab and put in my makeup bag. I hope that I probably showed you something new or put you on a new product that you haven't tried. If you have any recommendations for dry skin, such as a primer or maybe a foundation, I'm open to try new things, so drop your suggestions down below in the comment section. And thanks so much for watching.